Good morning, Guardians. It is Ebontis here with your Xur Day information for October 28th. Xur is located past the speaker's catwalk all the way in the corner by the railing. Let's take a look at what he's got for inventory today. So the first exotic we have this morning is Eternal Warrior for the Titans. This is a Helm, and the exotic perk is called Resolute. This one just says Gain Unstoppable for Fist of Havoc. So your Fist of Havoc, your super, your slam, you are going to get the perk Unstoppable, where you're much more difficult to kill while you're using that super. Unfortunately, that's all you get. So you're more difficult to kill the moment when you use your super. You don't get an extra grenade, you don't get really anything else, any other benefits. So while this one is okay, kind of looks a little bit goofy because you got the stone face there, but honestly, just the fact that you are harder to kill during something when you already have a boost to armor anyway for those couple of seconds, I really don't see the major value in this one. Just for those couple seconds, yeah, you're harder to kill. If it's really that clutch situation where you don't want to get picked off out of the air, that may work for you, but I still think there's better uses for super and exotics and things like that. So personally, I don't rate this one very, very high. It's kind of on the lower end of the Titan exotics for sure. It's up to you guys. As for stats, we do have increased intellect and discipline. Not a bad little roll. We do have hands-on, though, melee energy from minions, kills from minions in the darkness, and then second thoughts. And then finally, you have infusion, replenishes health each time you pick up an orb of light. So, okay roll, but honestly, just the exotic perk itself just doesn't really make this one worthwhile. If you want to get it for collection purposes, go ahead. But other than that, I would probably just go ahead and skip this one. There's not a lot of benefit out of this one. I don't hardly see anybody running this thing. So if you miss this one, you're not going to be missing much. The second exotic we have today is Achlyophage Symbiote. This is a hunter helm, and the exotic perk is Last Man Standing. Golden Gun gains 1 additional shot. Now, having Golden Gun get an additional shot will help if you miss, if you need to take out that extra 1 large major enemy, or if you just want to put an extra shot on the boss. Whatever you want to do, this one actually is a pretty reasonable one to wear. Doesn't have anything else, it doesn't have any fancy other stuff going on, just gain an additional Golden Gun shot. But if you are running your Golden Gun super, then this is actually a pretty good way to go. Now, it's not going to give you the big Celestial Nighthawk boost of 6 times damage, but you're still getting 4 shots instead of 3, so you still get extra damage out of your Golden Gun no matter what. So you can see this will be useful in a pretty decent amount of ways. When it comes to like the Nightfall last week with Shield Brothers, I was able to knock out some of those majors, some of those extra guys that much quicker just so I could stay alive. So I used this one last week. It has some uses. I wouldn't put it as the top tier, but also wouldn't put it at the bottom either. It's kind of middle of the road, still a reasonable exotic, at least in my mind, for certain circumstances. Stats, we've got Strength as an option or just a full intellect build. And then we've got Ashes to Assets for super energy from grenade kills, Second Thoughts, super energy from special kills, and Innervation. Bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. So as I said, okay stats on this one. You probably could re-roll it for int discipline, maybe something else a little better. Personally, it's an okay exotic. Again, not the most amazing, but it's definitely still not the worst. If you don't have it, you got a decent amount of spare coins lying around, you could pick this one up, add it to your collection. Never quite know when you might want to keep it. Finally, we come to the Warlock exotic for the week, and it's the Skull of Dire Ahamkara. And the exotic perk here is Delusions of Grandeur. Take reduced damage while using your Nova Bomb. Sounds similar to Eternal Warrior, so you're harder to kill during using your super. But this one also has improved energy drain abilities, so it allows your energy drain to be more effective, boost your abilities that it gains a little quicker, help your super grow faster, whatever it is working on, it's going to be more effective at doing that. So use your melee, be harder to kill during your super. Not the best exotic here, but this one definitely at least weighs a little higher than the other one. You've got other exotics when it comes to Warlocks. You've got, things like Void Fang Vestments. Those are always nice to make sure you boost. You get an extra grenade and your Seekers go farther. Things like that. And you spawn with full grenade energy. That one's always nice. You've got stuff like Obsidian Mind. You've got the Ram. There are other exotics that I would probably put above this one. But when it comes to Voidwalker, it's still in the middle of the road. It's definitely not as useless as the Stag. That one's pretty painfully bad. But when it comes to Warlock, I'd put it somewhere in the middle of the road. Stats we've got today are Strength and Full Intellect on this one as well. Then we've got Hands-On for super energy from melee kills, Heavy Lifting for super energy from heavy kills, and then finally Invigoration. Gain bonus melee energy on orb pickup. So all in all, it's an okay helm. You guys can kind of weigh and see in how often you're using your energy abilities. And then also, of course, if you take less damage while using your Nova Bomb, just keeps you alive a little longer. If you jump up in the air, you're not going to get picked off while you're using that Nova Bomb. So, has some perks, but as I said, not the top, but definitely not near the bottom. Somewhere in the middle, like these last couple as well. As for the weapon of the week, this one is very fitting for Festival of the Lost and our new ornaments. It is Bad Juju. If you don't have Bad Juju, I would recommend picking it up. For sure, 100%. If you guys didn't follow my Challenge of the Elders for a while, those definitely require Bad Juju, building up your super even faster. And honestly, this gun is just a solid, reliable pulse rifle in the first place. You've got to where you can have Send It on this one. It's a nice boost to range. You can have perfect balance if you want to keep that thing stable. It's already full auto. And then you've got the exotic perk of String of Curses. After each kill, this weapon will reload. So if you kill, say, a whole bunch of thralls in a row, you just keep firing over and over and over. So if you're doing something like, hey, we've awoken the hive and you need to go kill whatever, you're going to just mow them over. It's not too shabby. The other side of it, instantly increased damage for a short time as well, and kills help charge your super. So as you sit there and mow down those enemies, you're building your super with extra bonus every kill you get. So honestly, this thing has some nice uses to it. It's just a solid pulse rifle in the first place. If you don't have this one, pick it up. And hey, now I've got a couple ornaments for it. You've got Dragon's Bane and Hoodooom that we can get from those packages, and then after Festival of the Lost, those ornaments will go into the new Radiant Treasures. So, all in all, pretty cool. Enjoying the new gun, the new ornaments. They look pretty awesome, and just if you don't have this gun, pick it up. It's worthwhile for sure. Make sure you guys have this one in your collection and arsenal, and it's worth having around. As for the ornaments this morning, first we've got Moonglow. This is the one for the Hawk Moon that I think always looks pretty cool. Has that black and then the gold kind of flower across the side for the engravings is in gold while the rest of the gun is black. Pretty sweet look for the Hawk Moon personally. Then we move over to the Wolves Remember ornament for the new Young Wolf's Howl sword. This is the one that kind of gives it that more traditional claymore look. You've got the base in color and the top all in silver. Pretty cool look on both of them as well, I think. Legacy Engram, and let me repeat that, Legacy. Year 1 only rewards here. Let me be very specific. You're not going to get anything of use unless you're just trying to build out your collection, collect some of those Year 1 items that you don't have. Do not buy this. 31 strange coins for a special weapon that is Year 1 levels and not infusible. So only pick this one up if for some reason you're trying to get a Year 1 for a collectible. You're not going to be using this weapon right now, so make sure you guys pay attention to that. So save your strange coins. Don't buy this one. And then as for the basics, we've got the Void Drive, Plasma Drive, Heavy Ammo Synths. Make sure you guys have those in your raids. Make sure you're stocked up a little bit. 3 of coins so you guys can keep going for those exotic drops, and Glass Needles if you need to re-roll some of those stat perks when it comes to the exotic armor. And finally, of course, if you ever feel like it, Mote of Light Exchange. That pretty much wraps it up for me, guys, though. Thank you, as always, for tuning in. October 28th, not too shabby of a day. Halloween is coming up around the corner, so keep enjoying Festival of the Lost and get out there and trick-or-treat if you got any friends. Have some fun. Truck-or-treat if you guys are doing that one. And honestly, just keep enjoying Destiny. Having a good time with this expansion. Lots of fun stuff if they keep these things coming our way. It's been kind of cool. So I know we had, hard mode, then we've got Festival of the Lost, and if you guys think about it, we'll probably have challenge mode coming up here soon, and then we'll have Sparrow Racing League. Now, come 2017, we'll see how often they keep this stuff coming our way, but for now, it's been pretty entertaining. So, as always, drop a like down below if you guys did enjoy this video. Helps me out quite a bit, and if you guys want to see some changes to my content, please comment, and I will be happy to look into those changes you guys think and suggest, and see what I can do to make the content better for you guys. Other than that, just check out the main channel, subscribe there. I will keep the content coming your way, and enjoy your weekend, guys. Have fun, and Trials will be with us in about 8 hours. So, talk to you guys later, maybe 7 by the time this thing goes up. So, have a good week, enjoy, and talk to you later.